everyone, and welcome to the Weekend Big Show powered by Law Dog Sports. I am Chuck Ramsey, the Law Dog, here with you, joined by my partner, Jeremy Schroeder, ruler of the airways. Sorry we're running a little bit late, but it was a technical glitch that kept us from getting on the air on time, but we hope you will join us here live, and we will welcome your comments here on the stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter X. Thank you for joining us if you have already, and look forward to getting some commentary going. And please share our stream as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. Jeremy, I really knocked out the shorts last week off of the previous episode. We had a lot of shorts. I'll have to look at the analytics of it, but I was told by a much younger counterpart, somebody who knows media and social media, that shorts are where it's at.
Yeah, that's where we're going. We're the TikTok generation.
The attention span, isn't it?
Yeah, you got that, 15, 30 seconds, and
yeah,
that's all they got.
Well, I tell you something, I bag on the younger generations, but I will say they are a little more perceptive when it comes to social media, because I read an article that said that Generation Z is tired of our generation using the thumbs up emoji. They see it as passive aggressive. and you know what? They're dead on.
I believe I sent it to you last night, but it wasn't meant as any kind of passive aggressive shot. I was just like, I was busy, and I saw it. There it is. Boom.
Well, if you're too busy for a Gen Z, then they take that as passive aggressive. So
I know.
But no, I thought, wow, they really are not dumb. They realize
I would count this as more passive aggressive, especially being a married to a South American woman. This means something else down there.
The German three, the Triglacias.
Yeah, that's right.
How many times have I seen that reel? The notorious one for using the thumbs up, Connor Carr. Checking in. Thanks, Connor. Always ready to throw me under.
Well, he sends you the thumbs up, but he's really just wanting to send you another finger.
Now, if I wanted to send Connor that one, I really wouldn't hesitate. So, on our Law Dog text thread, our message thread, I give a thumbs up to let people know, hey, I saw your comment and I affirm what you claim. So, if I do the wow, that's more like, holy sheesh, man. But a lot of stuff to get into besides bagging on, yelling at clouds and bagging on Generation Z. But I am truly glad they picked up on my passive aggressiveness with the thumbs up emoji. So anyway, how have you been, buddy?
Busy.
Yeah. Busy week.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, I know it gets that way for you. And, when we worked together, I always used to like that lull between spring break and the summer vacationers. But I worked evenings, so I'm sure anybody who works during the daytime gets their fair share of business and travelers and things like that. But, I saw some clips on the news of the Willie, as we used to call it, Will Rogers International Airport now. I don't know if I would make my way around there, know where I was going. It looks like it's changed significantly.
It hadn't changed too much.
Oh, okay.
And it's all still the same small area.
Okay.
It sucks.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Weatherford High School principal Garrett Smith. This is the Weatherford team golf hat that I am sporting today, and it's got the Eagle logo there, and it's got some things on the side. That's pretty cool. But before Garrett Smith gave me this hat, the only thing I'd ever received from a high school principal was a dirty look. So I'm really happy that they wanted to help out the Law Dog, and appreciate him giving me this hat. I'm very proud of it. So
and now everyone all three people get to see it. Connor's looking at it. He probably wants one.
We're up to 6. Work is a strong term for what you did. Wow.
Hey, I saw Chuck make some. It was.
All I know is, you go to the airport. It's like the pasture for you. You put out the pasture as a law officer, and then I'm there I can't remember what year it was that I was in there, but an active shooter out there, in the
in the
parking garage and
railing against the bar for over serving and
those drunks in the airport.
I mean, they're just trying to have a good time, Chuck.
Yeah. Yep. I'm a fun hater. Hey, bagging on Gen Z and stuff. I got to ask you, what the hell is this? The better question: when the hell is this City Connect crap going to be gone? I saw the Rangers City Connect, and then I saw the Royals City Connect. These uniforms are awful.
They are terrible, and I think the NFL is leading the charge on this by having throwbacks and teams that are changing their uniforms are going back to a more traditional look. You got the Falcons released a new uniform that is more in line with what they wore in the 70s and 80s.
I can roll with that.
I mean, it's a brand, if the brand, if it's good, like the Chiefs have worn the same uniforms forever. The Cowboys have worn the same uniforms forever because that's their identity.
Yeah. Who I give kudos to? Alabama football, Penn State football. You don't see them throwing out any anthracite or anything like that. I know that steps on toes with several of our listeners, but you're the University of Oklahoma. Be in that uniform that has been there for so long. I mean,
I know. I would even go with a whiteout just at home. They did a whiteout at home, which is great because they wore their normal home uniforms. But wear those gorgeous road uniforms at home. Let us enjoy them up close, man. Those things are fantastic.
Well, and watching old '80s clips of games that OU won on the road, that was some glorious white unis back then.
Oh yeah,
looked so brilliant. And then you're generally glazing the Texas icy whites as well. So
they are nice. They are nice, except when Vince Young wore them because little see-through.
Too much to leave.
You can see a little too much of them pants.
Enough left for the imagination.
That's right.
Never mind. Kind of like watching Cody Ford run the 40 at the combine. Oh no. Oh gosh. Anyways, but yesterday I saw a post on Twitter, and somebody commented on the Royals City Connect uniforms. One of the first comments said it looks like an ad for a cheap vape company or something like that.
And MLB has been in this hate relationship with their fans since the 90s. I remember when they rolled out those spaceman uniforms when they didn't have sleeves and they had the fonts were all strange and the names were weird places and the numbers were all over the place.
Yeah.
They keep doing crap like that,
Yeah, it's pretty awful. And, I mean, what
the Yankees aren't going to do it, are they? I mean, I don't think I've seen them roll something out there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cubs have a blue alternate uniform. I dig that. That's what they wore in the Sandberg, Grace, Dawson era at home.
Was that the blue top and the white pants?
With the pinstripe pants, yes.
Yeah. I remember those. I wouldn't have super heartburn against that. But there's the Royal.
Oh my! Those are awful.
Isn't that terrible?
That is just brutal.
I mean, I guess this above the R is a crown.
Listen, man. Yeah, it's a crown. Anytime you use gradient in a uniform, it's a mistake. The Rams use it in their numbers. It looks terrible. They're going away from it.
Yeah.
You just don't. Just don't.
That's awful.
Just don't. Yeah. The Royals have a good looking. I guess what are the footballers overseas? They have a good kit of uniforms.
Kit. Yeah, the kit.
Yes. The whites are great. The blue hat with just the white KC is iconic. Make me think of George Brett when you take the field. Don't make me think of that.
So do the Royals still wear the white with the blue numbers and trim for home games? Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's the classic. I mean,
it is.
Yeah. I thinking of that just reminded me of the 85 Cardinal I-70 series.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals and Royals. And I was for the Cardinals back then, and then all of a sudden the Royals just steamroll them.
I ran into Brett Saberhagen at a Sam's in Kansas City.
Really?
Sometime in the late 80s. Yeah. We just sit there and stare at him. That's Brett Saber.
Was Gubazal on that World Series? I don't know if Gubazal
I
was on
don't
that team.
believe he was. He won the Cy Young in '88. Was it '88?
Oh, I think so.
I went to a game up there and he pitched. Bo Jackson hit one in the water display. What an impressive
Yeah,
specimen of a human he was.
just totally amazing.
Got to
Yeah.
see George Brett play. Love George Brett.
George Brett just nails at third
No.
base is what that guy was. But
Oh man.
all right. So anyway, City Connect, poo poo on those. They're terrible. The Royals have totally lost their mind. So whatever. But then the Rangers had one, I think, this week also that had the word Tejas on it. So whatever.
At least it was it was a red jersey. They wear red.
I mean,
It's in their palate.
it's totally designed just to stimulate the collectors, right? I mean, that's all
Right.
it could be for.
New jerseys, you sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just to
And-
drive revenue.
But nobody's going to buy that unless you're a collector, right?
I don't know. Kids buy them just because they're stupid.
All right. So NBA playoffs just around the corner. 2 remaining regular season games for the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. They are both locked in at 1 and 2 in the Western Conference. And I would imagine, I'm pretty certain, top 2 records in the NBA. That be correct?
Yes. And yeah, I saw the Thunder's injury report.
It's
for
a
the
G
night.
League game tonight against Denver. They're not.
Get
They're,
some Nikola Jokic minutes.
well, what I was going to ask you is, because Denver's they go to San Antonio on Sunday. Is it Sunday?
Yep.
Or Saturday?
I think it's Sunday. I was just
Sunday,
reading
yeah.
about it.
So they go to San Antonio Sunday. Can these 2 wins, if the Spurs go G League against because their injury list doesn't show near as many tonight, but Wemby and Castle are probably done till the playoffs. The Spurs can throw out enough. I think they're deep enough. They can throw out enough to give the team a lot of issues, but
Yes.
it looks like the Thunder is going to be starting Nikola Topic tonight.
Nice.
I'm
telling you, that's
going
great.
by the injury report.
Yeah. That'd be good to see him get some minutes. Hey, what's funny is, they're going to Denver tonight and
Yes, we did.
hey, life comes at you fast, Connor.
That's right.
Just try to keep up.
Old men got fast hands.
Okay,
right.
I'm sorry. Stupid was a little harsh. Naive.
Yeah.
Instant gratification.
We said kids, which wouldn't apply to him unless he's somebody who would purchase a City Connect uniform.
Is he under 40?
Yeah.
He's
I guess that is kids. Yeah.
We're at that age, dude. I'm 50. Everyone's a kid. I hate
So
it.
my question is do 2 wins by the Nuggets help them in the standings at all?
Oh, let's see. Well, the Lakers pulled out a big one last night. I didn't pull up these standings.
Well,
I
Nuggets
guess
are ahead of them right now. So
yes.
they would secure third.
The Nuggies are a game up on the Lakers.
Yeah.
And so when they win tonight, they'll be 2 games up with 1 to play. So they'll secure that 3 seed.
And San Antonio can't catch Oklahoma City, so they'll probably run reserve players. I mean, there'll be a lot of 2-way players on the court this weekend.
OKC with their win the other night against the Clippers secured best record in the league. But yeah, Denver, they'll win tonight, so they'll lock up the 3. So
Can
what
Houston
you're looking
surpass LA?
Houston and LA are tied. So there's that.
Houston has the Timberwolves tonight, which they're kind of set.
Yeah, they're locked into that 6 seed.
Mm-hmm.
They're too far back. So they'll probably rest people. So Houston will bump up to 4.
Grizzlies on Sunday.
Yeah.
So the Lakers could fall to 6, but they won't fall into the play-in.
I don't think they can fall to 6 because they've got a 4-game cushion between them and Minnesota.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, they could call.
So they dropped to 5.
My bad.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, so that's cool.
And that's the thing is it gives the gives the 2-way players something to do, but I would hate to have bought tickets in advance to go watch this weekend. Like
Oh
somebody
yeah,
sold you tickets 2 weeks ago or
you never want to go to. You never want to, invest in going to an end of season
mid-April
game.
mid-April NBA regular season games. Just it's
Hey,
not
can we
that
get rid of this play in?
you would
Why
think.
why do I need a play in? I mean, the
So,
7 seed who's sit the Phoenix is sitting in 7. They're 3 games up on the Clippers, who are in 8, who are 1 game up against Portland. You've had time. You're 500. Season's over, bro. You're not a playoff team.
yeah,
Golden State's 37 to 43, and they're sitting in that last play-in spot.
I'm telling you, I was watching NBC. No, it was ESPN the other night for their Wednesday night NBA coverage. Um,
Yeah.
Spurs and Blazers. Oh my God. It was so, I mean, it was so bad. It was
I
just so
know.
awful.
Late season NBA games are the worst, especially, man, if you're a Lakers fan, how you feeling about that?
But
All you got to be
what I'm
happy
getting
about.
at is they
Go
are
ahead.
just so, I'm sorry. What they are so set on just riding the Warriors to the nth degree till there's no end, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
you
the
got to
Warriors
squeeze
will be
every.
getting primetime games
Mhm.
long after Steph is gone, and they'll be irrelevant.
You got to squeeze as much toothpaste out of that tube because they got a lot of new fans with the Splash Brothers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's no such thing as an organic Warriors fan.
Yeah, that's true.
There's really not.
I probably could have thrown my hat in that ring back in the day because I was in the '80s. I was a big Joe Barry Carroll fan.
You didn't like Run TMC?
That was great.
Yeah.
I mean, think about our day back then, though, Jeremy. When did we ever see Run TMC?
Well, I got to see one very big component of Run TMC a couple times a year when Lon would bring his boys down to Norman, or you know,
Yeah.
Mitch Richmond was great for
Well,
Kansas
I
State.
remember Mitch Richmond in the 1988 Final Four.
Yeah,
Kansas State. No, I'm sorry, they were Elite Eight. They should
Elite
have
Eight.
been in the Final Four, but they had to play Kansas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mitch Richmond was really good.
he was
He's
outstanding.
one of those guys that if he would have gone anywhere but there, we'd probably still talk a lot about him today.
Tim Hardaway, he was UTEP, right?
That sounds right.
Okay.
And of course, Chris Mullen went to St.
St.
John.
John's. Lou Carnesecca, protege. Ricky Rodriguez checking in on the program. Good morning, fellas. Long time since I checked in with the show. Well, I want to know why the hell that is. No, thanks for checking in, Ricky. We appreciate you. Wayman has liked them since 2015, Jeremy. Is that one of y'all's friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that, and I'm aware of that personality flaw that Wayman has.
Okay. Well, I
At
mean,
least
you're
he's not a
exactly right, though.
Cowboys, Lakers, Yankees fan. Alabama football.
Alabama. He's a huge Indiana fan now.
Yep.
Anyways, well, and with the Thunder, it'll be interesting to see who their first round opponent is, and it should be, by the way they work, it should be short work. I mean, what a streak they've been on. So just really way to close out the season and fend off the Spurs. The Spurs have been outstanding as well. They do so much to cause problems for teams. We'll talk more about previewing the playoffs probably once we kind of get the opponent set for both squads. But Ricky Rodriguez says, I saw we were talking about the Masters, so I had to come check it out. Let's go ahead and jump into some math. Well, first, real quick, I want to mention this. I read an article on Yahoo Sports by Nikias Duncan, and he's been making the case for the basically four MVP candidates. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the Masters on up here, and I can't see with the glasses
Your
past the
progressives
screen.
aren't working correctly.
No, these are just readers.
So Nikias Duncan uses the phrase interior scoring dominance and coverage bending to describe SGA's season.
Sure.
And he says, without invoking the phrase GOAT, that we haven't really seen it. And this is weird. It invokes thoughts and comparisons to one Michael Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Either Q, whatever. I don't care.
Michael.
I mean, you don't want to start jumping in those comparisons, but man, when you see how he's able just to get to whatever spot he wants to get
I know.
to get the scoring, and like we've said, even before the title run last year, to have a guy who's so chalked in for pretty much 30 points a night and not be just stat padding. I mean, you could not sit there with a straight face and say that he stat pads.
No, you can't. I mean, okay, foul baiting. I think he's got less. He's shot less free throws than Luka this year, and Luka's missed
Sure.
like 6 months of the season.
Oh yeah.
He comes out of games in the third quarter and does not he has sat the fourth quarter in 26 games this season. That means he's been so good the first three quarters, they don't need him.
Mm-hmm.
It does not hurt that this is probably the most well-constructed roster we have seen since when?
Oh, I mean,
Showtime Lakers? I don't know. I don't know.
well, I mean, when you're talking, how far deep are you going? 8, 9?
I mean, they could go 10.
I know, but I mean, if
You
you're,
got guys like
if you're comparing rosters of all time, how deep are you going? Because I mean, I'm a Spurs fan. I could throw some
there's
Spurs
some
teams at you.
great, but in this, okay, let me couch this. This is the most well-constructed roster I think that we can see at this time.
Oh,
With the
sure.
way the league
Totally.
is, with the make-believe salary cap, with the player movement, with how assets are. Yeah,
Porter
Junior.
Jr. That might be Jared
Okay.
Porter, a friend of mine. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
okay.
I think
Yeah,
Shea more closely emulates Kobe in play style. Yeah, I could.
I was going to
Well,
bring that up because
mean,
I've seen some side by side of how their games emulate one another, and he doesn't have the explosiveness of Jordan. Good Lord, who does?
yeah.
But there's a lot of from both. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's just kind of doing his own thing.
You could split the Thunder into two teams that quote could clinch a top 5 seed in the West.
I mean, you could take Shea off that team, and that team could win 45 games.
Sure. 64 and
It's
16. It's really amazing. And I get where you're going. I try not to get into hyperbole until they finish the job.
sure.
If they finish the job this season, you will get all the flowers. I'm
But
telling you.
you remember a few years ago we were talking about how, man, the West is it's just so tough. There's so many great players in the West,
They've
and
broken the West.
and then little old Oklahoma City has been the 3 seed or the 1 seed 3 seasons in a row. The East is going to have 0 playoff teams under 500. The West will have 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means, but it bothers me because I'm used to that 8 seed in the East being like 37 and 45.
Well, and to me, I just look at it and say the Spurs probably. I mean, the Nuggets would give them a game, give them a series. It would be 7 again if they meet. Nobody else in the West besides the Spurs or the Nuggets I can see being competition. Wolves, I don't know, but
OKC fans don't want to see Denver. Denver fans don't want to see OKC.
mm-hmm.
Let those two, let Wemby and Jokic battle it out. That's going to be an awesome series if they play.
Spurs and Nuggets definitely had. They definitely had a big game just a week or two ago, and the Nuggets came out and really helped secure the Thunder would have secured the West anyway, but it got it done a little bit early. So I don't know. It'll be interesting, but NBA playoffs will be starting in another week or so, and then we'll check back in July 4th.
Hey, we were at game 80 last night, and history was made.
Yeah.
Father to son assist. Braun to Bronny Jr.
Braun and Bronny.
Only took 80 games to happen. Only took 80 games for Bronny to be able to make a layup of one of Pop's
There
passes.
was a clip floating around last week that had him really coaching up his son. So
Coaching him
I mean,
up
like,
or screaming
well,
at him, why
bring
aren't you as
back,
good as me?
yeah, dad issues. All right, so like I said, we'll check back in July 4th and see how the playoffs went. But I'll be following the Spurs as much as I can. It sucked this season not having some sort of Bally's or Fox Southwest or something where I could see more Spurs games, but they have been profiled. Of course, like I said the other night, I turn it on and Wemby and Castle are not playing, and they still managed to get past Portland with relative ease.
Yeah.
Masters going on. Rory in the lead at -5, along with Sam Burns. They will tee off today at, I guess, is that 11:45 our time or 12:45 our time?
Let's see. Burns tees off at
Oh,
11:30 a.m.
11:32.
Central, and Rory
So the
tees
times
off
I'm
at
looking at
12:44.
the times I'm looking at on the leaderboard are Central.
If you look at the evil four letter,
Mm-hmm.
their website converts it over to your current time zone.
Okay, I'm gonna go full blown. He's 18. It's assault, not domestic. No, if you have any familial relationship, it is domestic assault. It doesn't
It is
matter
domestic
how
assault.
old you are. There's no
Connor, they're
age.
related.
Know your laws. That's what scares me about some of our federal systems.
Oh, he should be
No offense
playing.
to you, Jeremy.
He should be playing at Akron. He shouldn't be in the NBA.
So with the Masters getting underway yesterday, I'm just going to go another rant yelling at clouds. And I tweeted this out. I remember back when day one, you had coverage of the players who teed off early on the Golf Channel.
Yeah.
Or NBC or, whatever alternate broadcast didn't have the, whoever was going to turn it over to CBS when it started mattering. Is that a right word? Mattering, when it mattered.
Sure.
So not to mention that Wednesday they had all the Travis Kelce and Kevin Hart crap. But then yesterday they've got some guy who I don't know if he was a wrestler or a dude in the white pants.
Was it Big Show?
Miz or something like that.
Oh, the Miz, really?
Miz, is he a wrestler or something?
I guess, yeah. I'm not, I haven't really paid much attention since the Attitude Era ended.
Well, I'm just going to say the attitude. I'm just going to say that all this fluff from the mothership and not showing the actual golf is just such a disservice on day one. And I don't want to have to tune into the app to have to split between Amen Corner. That's what you pay producers to do. The first group at, holes 1 through 4 and producers bouncing it back and forth to where there's plays. It's been my entire life. Why do you got to go change it now? Why do I have to tune into the app to watch actual golf on the first freaking day of the Masters?
Because does the app cost anything?
Yeah, and I haven't paid for it either.
Well, I popped on the TV this morning, and right at the top when I turned my Apple TV on, there was live coverage from the Masters. I turned it on, plays for like 5 minutes. I look up, screensaver's on. Hit it, comes back on for a few minutes. Screensaver goes on. Then I traverse away to see what's on. If I can find some sports on, just some coverage on TV. Go back, it's gone. Can't find it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm about to flip out.
Now we're busy here at the Ramsey abode, doing things to prepare for our move.
Sure.
But I had it on at a certain time yesterday and thought, okay, I'll watch the first groups. Because honestly, Jeremy, I wanted to see, some of these guys that were going early yesterday, but I can't unless I purchase the app, and that is just that's communism. Totally.
I mean, it's communism is a nice way to say something's evil, but no, it's complete capitalism, and they suck. and you have something we want to see. You already screwed it up for the older people by putting the Kelseys and
Mhm.
what's Kevin Hart on the broadcast for some
Yeah.
reason. Who, I want to tune in. I want to see, Jack Nicholson or Jack Nicholas waddle up there being 84 years old and
I missed
hit
the
his
first
tee
tee shot.
shot.
Yeah.
I saw Jax. I didn't see Gary Player. Gary Player probably hit it 250 right down the center. Looked like he could still play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
there's so much tradition, and we don't. Our society does not respect tradition anymore. That's why
it
we
doesn't.
see what we see, especially with sports. And you got like you're railing on the way the City Connect uniforms, and now we've got to we need to attract these young people. Well, they don't. Young people don't have money and don't pay for things.
You know
So
who screwed it up?
who
Phil Knight,
he
University of
does
Oregon.
he does suck.
All of those stupid uniforms that they have rolled out in ducks green and ducks white and black and
Well,
yellow. That's where
I
it all started.
it doesn't bother me with Oregon because what's their tradition?
That.
I mean, I wish they wore the old yellow helmets with the duck on the side of it. The Fouts era uniforms.
Yeah.
Stick with them. It was a winner, but
Well, it's going to be interesting. Rory had a nice, 5 under yesterday. Sam Burns is right there with him, but Wyndham Clark, I read, is he's making a charge today. He's through 9. He's 3 under. Scheffler is even par today, but he finished yesterday
Kepler,
2 under, or he's 2 under. What do what?
Kepler.
And then Jordan Spieth at 1 under. Goddard is 1 under as well. But
Boomer.
really, go ahead.
Oh no, got her up. Oh, you guy.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned him.
That's why I
Bo
said Boomer.
Faithful, Masters.com works best for the first 2 days. Okay, thanks, Bo. Down in Dubtown at Op24 Eyewear. Thank you to him for checking in. Connard says, not sports related, but National Wild Turkey Federation changed their logo, and I just refuse to buy it. It's awful. Here's a funny story. A friend of mine whose dad was a big turkey hunter uh, wore a ball cap around all the time that said NWTF. And I leaned into my buddy. I said, you know what that means, right? Now WTF.
That's why they changed their logo.
And that was our inside joke when his dad would wear that cap all the time. Now what the F? But anyways, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm all for tradition. I'm all for tradition. There's things that are great, sometimes I just kind of grit my teeth and move on, kind of like with your Comets logo on your cap that you wear some weeks.
Hmm.
They'll always be the 89ers to me. I don't care,
I know.
but
I
but I
know.
but I kind of move on with that. I try to. This is my
This
life.
one okay? Is this one okay?
I'll live with it. This is my life, Jeremy.
How
I
dare
try.
you?
I complain once and try to move on. That's and I know there's probably listeners here today that say differently, but that truly is kind of how I try to do things.
Sure.
But no, looks like Max Homa warming up. He's even. One thing that I thought was funny is, and you can probably tell me more about this. The Live Tour guys really faltered yesterday. DeChambeau 4 over, John Rahm 6 over, and DeChambeau had said he was going to play the entire tournament with his 3D printed 3-iron, I think, or something.
I think it's his 5-iron.
5-iron.
I thought he 3D printed all of his clubs.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe he hasn't played on a PGA Tour event with his 3D printed clubs.
Yeah,
That's very strange. Oh,
he
he's one of those weirdos that has the irons that are all the same length and
yeah.
really, really what did he juice himself out? And I do like Bryson. His YouTube content's
He's got
fantastic.
fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he'd probably be a cool guy, a good dude to play around with.
Mm-hmm. I like John Rahm. I rooted for John before he bailed for the Live Tour.
Filthy Spaniard.
Well, I mean, and that begs my question. These guys from the Live Tour, are
Big
they
Patrick
getting enough?
Reed guy.
Do what?
You a big Patrick Reed guy?
Yeah, I can take or leave it, but I thought Rahm's story, when he won, what was was it the Masters or was it U.S.
He
Open that
won
he
a
won?
Masters. He one of the two.
Yeah. Thought it was a great story. Arizona State alum, good for him, But I know yesterday our friend Ryan Hyatt out in Lubbock was watching Oberg intently, and I don't see him currently.
Let me pull up the leaderboard. He's what, Norway?
Yeah,
I'm looking for
he's,
flags.
he's a tech guy.
Tech guy.
Uh,
I do not see
dropped,
Uberg.
he dropped quite a bit. But anyways, the cut will be today, so it'll be interesting to see who comes out. Bryson DeChambeau tees off at 12:20. Bubba Watson at 11:15.
Man, Mike Weir.
Rahm
Okay.
has knocked a stroke off of his score. He's at +5 now. Yeah, where is Oberg? I could have swore he was.
I don't see him. I see Freddie Couples at 6 over.
Wow.
Bryson's 4 over. Zach Johnson's 5 over.
Like you said, it should be easy. Victor Hovland is a 3 over. He tees off just before 1:00.
And the projected cut right now is 3 over. I do not see a Jose Maria Olazabal hanging in there at 2 over.
Isn't he 60?
Yeah, I believe he's older than that.
61, 62.
Let's see. Well,
Shane
I mean,
Lowry at 2 under.
man.
Where was
Sergio,
Oberg? I could have swore he was.
I do not see Oberg.
All right,
there he is. There he is. He is 1 over. So he is sitting tied 29th. See, that's the thing. You said Oberg. I forgot it starts with
Aberg.
A with
Swedish,
an
not Norway.
yeah,
Not
with
Norway.
an umlaut over the top of it.
Yeah, it's. Anyways, Connor says Bryson is the good kind of younger guy, respects the tradition, just wants to make the game better. Yeah, and I believe that, and I think he can make the game better by coming back to the PGA.
Exactly.
I know you're making millions and millions of dollars with the Live Tour, but get back in.
Play out that contract, please. Go back to the PGA and leave. Brooks Koepka there.
Yeah, he can stay. Is Koepka? Let's see. DeChambeau's SMU is Spieth is University of Texas, right?
Yeah.
And then Scheffler's UT.
Uh-huh.
Okay. UT baseball, well, I won't jump into baseball. We'll stick with the Masters. Like you said, so they're saying the cut will be at about +1, you said?
They said 3.
Okay, a 3 over. Okay.
That's a projected cut. It will vary throughout the day.
All I heard yesterday when I did watch actual golf coverage is the fact that, they're not it's great weather down there for spectating, but it's making everything really firm and fast. Yeah. So that'll make it fun.
It's a major.
Be a little challenging.
Sure.
But
I just wish that Tiger could drive, so he'd be playing this weekend, but
well, I wasn't going to poke the bear, but since you cracked
the bear, it's Masters week.
I didn't bring it up last week. I think it had happened, or did it happen after we went off the air last week?
I think it happened before.
Yeah, I didn't go into it, and really, we kind of whiffed on Masters preview last week. But, I hope that guy gets help because he's ruining his legacy.
He really is.
And when I say that, I heard a commentator on Sirius XM. It might have been on Mad Dog. I actually heard JT the Brick one night this evening. You know who that is?
I do. Mad Dog Sports Radio.
But I mean, I can remember. I think it was Sports Byline or something back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. JT the Brick guy's been on the radio forever. But it was mentioned, what a tragedy it is because, I mean, Jack's not getting any younger.
No.
And natural causes could overtake him at any time. Hopefully it doesn't. But, it was an opportunity to have Tiger there amongst his peers for the big dinner. And by the way, what is sticky toffee pudding? I got to.
He's Irish, dude. I don't know. I just don't know. It's probably
terrible. Yeah.
I mean,
Steely ordered the Masters lunch got it delivered to him.
He did.
Yeah, he put it on Twitter. It comes in the box and everything. I heard they ran out. You got to order them well in advance. But
Oh my
no, I
goodness.
mean Tiger. The only thing I'm going to say is like you've got to get a handle on this. You've got too much to live for to fall down that rabbit hole.
No kidding. I mean, he's not an old man, and I get that he's in a lot of pain, but dude, I mean, your legacy.
Opioids will simulate pain because of the addiction. You got to break the
Really
opioid
will.
addiction, and then you
Yeah,
figure out how much pain you're in.
and I read that
I'm really not trying to preach.
he's in treatment, so hopefully, they can get it worked out. For God's sakes, keep him away from behind the wheel of a car. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know what he's got to do. He wants to drive himself because he doesn't want anybody in his business. I wonder why,
yeah.
but hey, you are, he's firmly entwined with the Trump family. Secret Service won't let anybody in the Trump family anywhere near a vehicle that he's driving.
I saw that.
So,
Because isn't he dating Trump's ex-daughter-in-law?
yes.
Yeah.
So, you are a billionaire. NDAs, you've probably got the greatest lawyers in the country on retainer.
You've got a
Well,
son who's got potential to have a career.
yes, you need to be there to mentor him and be an
Mhm.
example for him. So be an example for him.
I wasn't going to try to do a victory lap on his bad turn or anything, but he needs and then when I say that, the comments
It was
Waffle House Waffle House waitresses need to sign an NDA.
Conrad, it was Perkins, get your facts straight.
Perkins. Yeah. Big stretch. Big stretch there. I don't even go the South and I know what Perkins is.
Oh God. I know you, like me, have been to a Waffle House or two in your time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Covered and
Oh
smothered, baby.
Lord. What was he just drive by? She's out there delicately ripping a lung dart in front of the restaurant.
I love the phrase
Gotta have
long dart.
that.
I love the phrase long dart. That is one of my favorites. Well, anyways, Masters coverage will be going on, and eventually you'll get to see some golf and not have to pay for it. But Cabrera warming up. He's at +7. So
Angel Cabrera?
yeah, he looks like one of the guys some of the guys I see out at the scrambles at Prairie West.
Angel Cabrera. He's from
Span. Isn't he
okay.
Spanish?
I thought Angel Cabrera was a guy from South America
Well, he might
that
be.
recently got out of prison.
Oh.
Maybe I'm wrong. There's let's see, PGA
Robble is Spanish.
golfer, prison.
+7, so maybe I can narrow it down there.
If I could spell.
Echeverria is Peruvian, I think. I think that's a Peruvian
Yeah.
flag. He's Argentinian.
He's Argentinian.
Yeah.
He is known affectionately as El Pato, the Duck. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Brera
I just loved it when he won the Masters he's just wandering down the fairway, ripping a
Yeah,
heater
you're right.
as one does.
Back at Augusta after 2 years in prison.
Yeah.
I had not kept up with the life of Angel Cabrera.
So you know what? Cabrera played. He just got out of the Stony Lonesome. You know what? Tiger can take a break from rehab to come on in and at least hit a ceremonial tee shot.
Huh?
What are we doing? I mean, It's the Masters, bro.
Cabrera's my age.
Yeah.
Well, hey, everybody does it. You do your time. You come out. You served your sentence, whatever.
Served his debt to society.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what it was he did. I mean, I guess in Argentina it could be.
Wow. Let's see. I'm on his Wikipedia page. Personal life.
Court
Okay.
sentences.
On an Interpol notice after leaving Argentina without court permission while facing domestic violence allegations.
99 problems.
Well,
Tisdale says I followed Angel at Southern Hills in the 2001 U.S. Open. Lots of lung darts that day.
Yeah. That was I mean, hey, the guy's got style.
Those Spaniards
What are you
or
gonna do?
those Latin American countries, man, smoking, they Surgeon General warning, whatever.
Oh,
Um,
I mean, in the 70s and 80s, our favorite football coach would be
oh,
kneeled down on that beautiful artificial turf in
Pat
Norman,
Jones
Oklahoma,
too.
just ripping one.
Uh-huh.
Jim Leland just hanging
Oh,
out in the
Jim,
dugout
well,
during a game,
within the last
just
10 years.
openly.
All right. So, hey, I saw a picture. I think it was on Instagram. Our good friend Kenny McGuire, they're at All American Vehicle Emergency Vehicle up. Let me get it right before I butcher it. Uh, Emergency
Oh,
Vehicle Upfitters.
it's
Uh,
a good looking logo.
yeah, it is. And so, anyways, Kenny McGuire, I think, was down at Augusta. Don't I'll have to check and see if that was a memory or something like that. But man, before the actual tournament started, to be able to go down there and walk around, and Kenny, who's a Thomas Terrier voice, wearing the green. So,
I'm just going to say this right now.
mhm.
If anytime any one of our listeners goes to Augusta and does not let us know so I can throw you some cash to grab me a hat, I'm going to be super pissed.
Well, you might need to be pissed at Kenny McGuire because I'm looking
Or
at the
maybe
picture.
more upset and disappointed, like dad disappointed.
See, it says last week I got the special opportunity to go walk around Augusta National and watch the Augusta National
Ah,
Women's Amateur. So he was down there
okay,
for the
okay.
women's last week.
All right.
So
You get a pass.
yeah, not
I
much.
hear the thing to do is to go watch the practice rounds and
Hmm.
then not watch the first two rounds because you can't until the afternoon, and then watch the weekend on TV.
Yeah, I remember the large conglomerate sports talk network in the metro area used to send a correspondent down there.
He is still down there. He's
Is
down
he?
there this year.
He
Yes.
was doing actual Westwood One reports, I think, from
Yep.
down there. So
He's retired, but he does a master's report.
oh yeah,
So
that's
that's cool, man. Man, if you could afford and get in, because those tickets, it's kind of like a lottery.
he could
You
get
get,
down there even if he wasn't covering it.
yeah. I mean, he's
He
got that
him and
kind
his
of
brother
jack. He can get
brokered
in there.
enough backroom land deals around the city of Oklahoma City. They could make it down there.
Yeah. But man, what a cool thing. Just
Did
to
the
just to
contempt
go
come out in
once,
that comment?
huh?
Did the contempt call out come out in that comment?
Man, contempt for the hump, man. I'm sorry.
Screw that guy.
Uh,
Anyway, no, he's probably a nice enough guy.
He is a very nice guy.
I met him one time at an 89ers game. Take or leave it. Anyways, he's got
89ers
Nepo
stopped
baby
playing
working
here in
on the air too.
1989, 90.
What's that?
And you're holding a grudge for a while, man. That's
96.
96 was the
3
last
years.
89ers game.
Well, last one I was the one
Okay.
when I met him.
You sure it wasn't a Red Hawks game in 96?
No, 97 was the last season
Okay.
at All Sports Stadium, and then 98 was the first season at the Bricktown Ballpark.
Your favorite ballpark of all time, huh?
I'll say this: the hospitality at all Sports Stadium was far better reaching than the hospitality at the new ballpark.
But that new ballpark is nice.
Oh, it's beautiful, but as a police officer going through a divorce and forced to eat ramen noodles on the regular, it was nice to go out to All Sports Stadium and be
Have a
served
couple dogs.
something decent.
If we're gonna call hot dogs decent, okay.
I would work the one season I worked at Bricktown Ballpark. I would basically spend what I made on
Oh my
Italian
gosh.
sausage sandwiches.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so Masters will be going on this weekend. Who are you rooting for?
Got her up. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't, man, all my guys are old or not playing. I'd like to, I mean, if Bryson could make a run, I think he's too far back now. Um, Jason Day. God,
Um,
okay, so Patrick Reed's 3 under. Screw that guy. I hope he falls in a water hazard and
I'm generally
Has to be
always going to root
medevaced
for
out.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Same. I
He
do like Tommy Fleetwood.
he
I
needs to
wish
win a
he would win
major.
a major. Yes.
Um, if Hovland could get something going, if he makes the cut, anybody with a Big 12 connection, Oberg, I could root for him. I don't know.
You root for Dustin Johnson? I mean, he's got such an engaging personality.
He's one of my favorites. Connor Carr says less gunshots around the old one. Yes, that's unfortunately true.
On the around the old
yeah,
ballpark
yeah, we had a lot
at
less crime around the
at all sports.
Yeah, people acted right back then. Bricktown's just a shooting gallery nowadays.
Trying to think. Yeah, you're probably right, and I'm not going to go into why.
No, but I mean, it's just the dismal tide.
Well, you have you had the fire academy right there in that area. A lot of
Well,
municipal infrastructure.
it was a bit sequestered from
Yeah,
other nonsense. Like there might be
sure.
shots being fired a quarter mile away, but it was nowhere
On the other side of I-44.
or just north of 10th Street, whatever. But for some reason, it's bring a gun night every night down in Bricktown. So
Hey man, that's big city downtown life.
welcome to it. And it's just going to get
Welcome
bigger
to
with the addition of the UFL.
Subway. That you bring that up. I did not know they were building a multi-purpose stadium as part of Maps 4.
Man, I knew that.
I didn't know.
Westbrook is
in
in on
Oklahoma
that.
City.
They have glazed Westbrook for 2 years on jumping in.
And I know you can't. I know you don't like Russ play style.
No, I don't dislike Russ Westbrook at all.
But for a guy who hung around, he stayed past probably when he should have. Can we agree with that?
He totally handled his dealings with the Thunder franchise in the right way. I have no dislike of Westbrook.
He is a classy guy. He put down some roots here, limited as they were. I guess he grew up here, right?
I think he's crazy as a bed bug, but I mean, he's a decent dude.
He is a decent dude. He's invested in the city, and he's played on how many different teams since he left Oklahoma City? We've had Houston, Denver,
Washington,
Sacramento, LA,
Washington.
So he's been to 5 to 6 different teams since he's
both
left
LA teams, Sacramento,
7,
Houston, Washington.
I think
was he ever a Pacer? No, he wasn't ever a Pacer.
No, he was not a Pacer.
Okay.
So 7 different NBA teams, yet he is still investing in this community here.
Oh yeah.
And that's big time. And good for him. I'm glad. And I hope a lot of the narratives around him are just social media, because it seems like he's a good dude. His teammates love him. But yeah, I mean, he should have never gone to the Lakers.
Here's the narratives on him, Jeremy. Well, I mean, now everybody wants to make a run at his MVP.
Sure.
And that he, averaged a triple double. Okay. Did they make the playoffs that season?
They did.
Yeah.
And he was the only reason they made the playoffs, because that lineup was sparse.
Exactly. And you can go over any player in the NBA and see you could cherry pick any amount of highlights to show where somebody cherry picked or we used to call it sandbag, I think.
Well, cherry picking. Hang back, don't get back on defense so you can catch a fast break. LeBron does it all the time.
He's done it his whole career.
I mean, LeBron is the consummate stat pattern. Mm-hmm. He's going to play long enough so no one will ever break his scoring record.
Mm-hmm.
And, but Russ, I mean, LeBron probably makes the playoffs with that team in the East. Can we agree with that?
At that time,
the 2017 Thunder. Yeah, I mean, you had Steven Adams, who was a good player. He missed a lot of time. Mm-hmm. You had Victor Oladipo on that squad. He missed a good chunk of the season. They made trades late in the season to get Doug McDermott, he was a nice player, decent shooter, but he wasn't a franchise. He wasn't going to help you much. They got the guy that I love was Taj Gray.
Yeah. Darius Baisley on that team.
Darius Baisley was on that team.
He was he was up to
Samaj
shenanigans in China the other day.
Samaje Kristen, you
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
what Cameron Payne was on that team.
Campaign. Yeah.
Cam Payne, who's had a nice little NBA career. He's not a
He
guy that's
resurrected a bit of a career in Phoenix, didn't he?
yeah.
Made a
So
finals.
yeah, but every time he came off the court, it just cued the other team to make a double digit run.
Sure. Well, so your tick on Russ is like you said. I had heard the story that he was investing in. I thought it was going to be minor or semi pro or MLS soccer that they would
Sure.
bring here, but now the UFL has decided they want to expand. Um,
Hey,
huh?
go ahead. Go ahead.
I put out a post yesterday on our Facebook page, Law Dog Sports. What's your takes on this? And one commenter mentioned that it's backed by people with a lot of money and a lot of expertise in that area. Then also we had one commenter who said, who cares? So I mean,
Listen, man, it's cool. It's basically a minor league football. But if it comes here and it has success, that opens the doors for other things. So, support it,
okay.
not support it.
I mean, glass half full. I got you. I totally get it. But I know that metropolitan area. There was minor league hockey in that market that
Yes,
was AAA minor league hockey that followed up the bar league hockey league that they had in the early 90s. And nobody went to Barons games who had players who would eventually end up with the Edmonton Oilers. Now,
sure.
I know we're talking hockey and this isn't hockey area, but they had shown significant support for hockey before. This thing, the whole thing with the energy and their, semi-pro soccer or minor league for the MLS, whatever. It started out with a big gusto, and you had all these, hipsters that hang out down the Plaza District, going to the games and trying to make it something like they have in Portland or Seattle, whatever. Kudos to them, but it failed, and this will too.
Yeah.
And they're going to build this big old multi-structure, and the best thing they could do is open it up to the Mexican soccer leagues that play down on Southwestern and give them a real pitch to play on, and you would feel that thing every Sunday.
Yeah. It's a tough sell. I mean, I know people around here love football, but
You know how many UFL games I've watched?
I've watched a couple just because I really like football, but it's not a product that is built to succeed.
Well, and like I said with the Barons, Jeremy, if they'd have brought the Barons in before they got an NBA franchise, probably would have drawn. But the
Probably.
Thunder rule everything. The Thunder have been the death knell for in-state college basketball. They've been the death knell for a lot of things in the spring, and it's because
Mhm.
they've been successful, and that's great. But it's just, to me, it's just you're never going to pull away from that constituency that is supporting the NBA in Oklahoma City. And it's going to be a tough pull for a guy like me who does like football to spend my money to go down and park, to go down and watch players who maybe I remember them being some reserve players for the Sooners or Cowboys. You know what I mean?
Are they going to have a local broadcast blackout?
Probably. No, it'll probably be on KSBI.
Yeah, Connor Carr checking in. It'll be successful if the tickets are cheap. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm
No,
not paying $80 to go
no, it's going to
downtown
have
to
to
have to
be
deal with
30
that
or
nightmare.
it's got to be $20 or $30 tickets. I
Yeah,
wouldn't go over that.
no, no way.
Yeah.
We'll see. I get it. You wanna try to bring things to the city. You're gonna experiment with things. You already got the funding to build the stadium. Why not put a team in it?
Well, and yeah, you got to, I understand you've got to cause the stir. And this is what you would want. And that's great. Um, I don't know, Jeremy. I just, I'm not actually against it so much, but I just know that town, and I
Yeah,
know,
I know.
I
When
know
we
what.
tried arena ball, it didn't work out.
Man, the Yard Dogs were pretty fun, and you couldn't get people to come out there, you
I
know?
mean, they had I know this is not, they had a major league arena team when they had the Wranglers. It didn't work.
No.
It was what, 1, 2 seasons, and then they were gone, and then they
Mhm.
brought the Yard Dogs in, and
Yeah.
but I was some of the tweets going out, "Hey, propose names for the new Oklahoma City UFL team." Bombers.
Yeah.
What?
'Cause Tinkers and AWACS.
I get
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I get the,
Yeah,
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 you
yeah,
see
yeah.
bombers.
No,
Like,
no.
yeah, you're in the shadow of where the Alfred P. Murrah building
Yeah,
stood.
it's not
That ain't gonna be a name that you could do it to be
well
ironic. That'd be kind of
well,
fun.
nobody I mean, if you can't have
Have like
bullets,
a
you can't have
have a
bombs.
have a your mascot is a tall, skinny blonde guy with a flat top.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
Sorry,
Well, I
sorry.
mean, when you're talking about what has been a successful export for the last 30 years, it would be, human tragedy in this state, so there's that.
Sure. Go with something weather related or bison.
I would go with the Wranglers.
Wranglers, it's
You know,
been done.
I
Yeah,
think, the Outlaws, wasn't that the USFL team, if I remember right?
it was. Yes.
You know, the Marshals, heavy law
Marshals.
enforcement.
I mean, there's a lot
Oh,
of
God.
good names they could go with,
Do I
but
wanna bring up this comment?
do it.
Different spelling, but same intent.
I opened the door for this, and I'm
You did.
sorry.
You really did. And I'll break off of my curmudgeonism, but I think Outlaws or Wranglers would be fine. Wait, is there Wranglers already in the UFL?
I don't think so. I
What's
don't think anybody's really used it at the major league level since the arena team.
okay?
I could be wrong. I don't recall it. That
Doug
seems like
Williams
something
won a. I think he played for the Oklahoma Outlaws
he did.
when they were USFL.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
Doug Williams, Super
That
Bowl
was in the
champion.
Tulsa area, right? Didn't
It
they play
was.
at
It was
Skelly?
yeah. And I follow a page on Facebook called NASL 70s and 80s or whatever. They brought out some cool Tulsa Roughnecks. There you go.
There you go.
We're an old state Roughnecks.
Well,
Um,
Houston's already got the Roughnecks, don't they?
oh, maybe.
Did that fold? I don't think you want to recycle the name of a folded team.
I remember the Houston Arrows were a AAA hockey franchise down there in
They
the
were.
90s. The
They
Arrows,
were.
not bows and arrows, but the aeronautics.
AEROS.
Yeah, the aeronautics. Anyways, so we'll see what goes on, but congratulations to the city of Oklahoma City for bringing in a semi-professional franchise in UFL football. And I like I hope
It's professional.
yeah,
Semi-pro.
yeah,
Not bring the
it's
Flint Tropics in.
minor league. So sorry, minor league football, and really, I mean, if they're able to implement the 5 years from your 19th birthday rule to squeeze out college football players, you could have more talent available. You get these
Most
guys off
definitely.
the NIL teat and out into the real working world. They
I
might.
mean, even with low NIL, they're probably going to make more than these guys will.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, sadly. But I mean, I don't know. Things come around, and speaking of NIL and eligibility, I guess the court case is coming up for Owen Heineke for the Sooners. The NCAA, and I thought this was really rich, Jeremy. The NCAA said that I think their phrase was to allow Owen Heineke to continue playing would deny another player a scholarship.
Uh-huh.
Wow. You're
Are we really doing
you're
this?
you're really going there,
Well, and the fact that they said he had scholarship offers from Army and Navy, they don't offer athletic scholarships.
No, you got to
It's a
qualify to get in
service
there.
academy.
Yeah, you're going to be qualified
So
to get in there first.
your argument's already flawed. I don't know. I think he's going to get it. Hopefully, Judge Balkman, who graduated from OU Law, goes ahead and rules in his favor. It would be nice. The linebacker room's a little thin. Um, saw the what are the two kids that the Jandro brothers came through the airport the other night. One of them had a lower leg injury that was heavily bandaged, and he was on a knee scooter. So your linebacker room's a little thin. I know they had another kid go down yesterday in spring practice, so it's all about depth. They need that. They need him back for depth, and he's a fine linebacker too, so
Yeah,
that
he's
doesn't hurt
a heck of
anything.
a player. Yeah, I mean, if Trinidad Chambliss suits up this season, then by gosh, Owen Heineke
For, for
should also
3 games of
rugby.
no lacrosse
No, lacrosse. Yeah, sorry.
at another university, when the NCAA is like, yeah, 9 games, you can play 9 games and still
Mhm.
qualify for a red shirt.
Yeah,
No, come on.
amazing,
Yeah,
amazing. Well, hopefully for Corey Heineke, Owen Heineke, it will be a season where he's able to come back. And I mean, thing is, if he doesn't get grant, if he's not able to play, what's the timeline on when he needs to make a real decision? Because the draft's coming up.
I know. Well, I mean,
He
he
did the
went to the
pro day.
combine.
Yeah,
Did
he
he go
went
to
to
the
combine,
combine?
did the pro day. I
So
think
I mean, if
he's set to
he's
be drafted.
yeah, if he's ineligible and when does the draft start?
It's 2 weeks, I believe.
Okay, crap.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what
know.
the
I think
timeline
he
is.
may be playing in the UFL in the spring if he didn't get that injunction.
No, I mean, I think he was. I mean, well, I think the injunction. No, they're going to court for a hearing. So
Yes, they're going to court for a hearing. He should hopefully he'll be granted an injunction, and hopefully the NCAA just drops it.
yeah, they.
I mean, you got guys playing 8, 7, 8, 9 years. Why this one? Why is this the
Mhm.
hill you want to die on for a guy who wants a fourth season?
Yeah. Well, we were going to talk a little bit of draft, but that may have to come after the draft because we are kind of short on time. But man, who would have thought Texas Tech would have a defensive lineman ever going in the top 5?
Yeah, and I have thoughts on that. And mostly it's the Raiders are going to draft a quarterback, number one. They have their offensive line is not good, and he's gonna be a bust.
I heard I heard different yesterday from some prognosticators on the radio. You talking about
Well,
Mendoza?
I mean, he may not be a bust overall, but I think he probably will struggle mightily
I
with
mean,
Vegas.
I'm just going to say this, and I'm not trying to slap you down or anything, but I heard a couple of different commentators yesterday talking about the optimism with the situation he could be put in with the Raiders. One being that Brock Bowers is on hand. The other is Ashton Genty, the
Uh-huh.
running game. The new coach who wowed people at Seattle. And then also, I think they picked up an
I know
offensive
they spent a
lineman.
lot in free agency.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I
his
just
I
I just
I
look at
actually
the
heard him
franchise.
talking about the defense being the issue that will be for that team. Now he's gonna sit behind Kirk Cousins. Bless you.
Maybe,
That
but
well,
wouldn't you rather think of it this way? The defense is going to be bad. Offensive line, they've got some guys. They picked up some guys in free agency. I don't know, but if you can't protect him, address the offensive line in the draft. Trade back,
oh yeah.
get assets. Take Bailey like fifth overall, the
Yep.
kid from Tech, the defensive lineman. Just just really bolster that defense. Kirk
Mhm.
Cousins is serviceable. He's not Geno Smith. He's not going to turn the ball over a million times.
Yeah.
Lean heavily on that running game, and
Oh yeah.
and then draft a quarterback next season when it's going to be a much better class.
Mhm.
If
On
you
the
just have to have a quarterback, take the kid from Bama later in the draft.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Raiders they're making no bones about it. They're taking Mendoza first.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
and City Fit, man, that's weird. Talking Mendoza,
he's a
who's
Miami
a
kid. I
choir boy.
mean, he's seen the glittering lights of Partyville, so
Yeah, but Vegas is
The fact that
the.
he's not, coked up to this day means
Did
he.
you ever read The Stand, Chuck?
Huh?
Did you ever read The Stand?
I watched the
Stephen King.
movie.
You watched the movie.
Yeah.
Where was the seat of evil when they were going to their final battle?
I can't
It was
argue that.
it was Las Vegas.
Yeah. It was. Anyway, David Bailey, I had seen going third to the Cardinals, but Dan Wilkins on the score has him going second to the Jets, and then Arvell Reese, who's a bit of a hybrid. Tennessee with Jeremiah Love at 4, Sonny Styles, the linebacker from Ohio State. Ohio State really going to rack up the first round draft picks from their defense this season, and boy, they didn't do jack to stop Miami, did they?
No, they did not. Who
Or
does Rossini have going to the Patriots? Can you pull that up?
let me see here. Receipt. Yeah.
I thought you were going to miss my reference.
K Adams. Did you see the meme that said and I had to Google it. I think Connor shared it, but I had to Google the story. I hadn't paid attention to it, but something about Vrabel said he was drunk and thought Rossini was K Adams. Somebody said he'd had to really couldn't drink that much or whatever. So anyways, so and then the Cowboys on this mock draft has them at 20, taking Keldrick Falk, the edge rusher from Auburn. So we'll see. Where your Chiefs picking, Jeremy?
They are like 15th or 16th. What?
29th. Oh, wait. Did I miss one?
They got 2 picks in the first round.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go back. A ninth pick, and they're going to pick up Reuben Bain, the edge rusher from Miami.
I would like to see them draft that. Oh my gosh, what's it? Kadeek San, the tight end.
Thanks, Connor.
Didn't read it, but watched the movie. Is very on par.
Yes.
Chuck started reading it 3 years ago. He's reading a chapter a day.
Shut up. Shut up, I had a life back in my 20s. Don't need to do no reading. All right.
Don't do no book learning.
No book learning up in this house. Party's going on, baby. All right.
Let's see.
Well,
NFL.com's got a mock out. Oh yeah, go ahead. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. This one has Kenyon Sadiq going to the Bucks. I will say at 29, this one has the Chiefs picking up Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver from Arizona State. That would be a nice little selection for Andy Reid.
I think all these guys are completely off base because KC got rid of both their corners who ended up with the Rams. So look for Mansour Delane from LSU to go 9th overall to Kansas City.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna go secondary.
Worst draft pick that Kansas City could make. I'll just say this right now, would be KC Concepcion, the wide receiver from Texas A&M.
Why is that?
Don't they have like 4 of that guy?
They do. Yeah, they need
Thank you.
They need a bigger guy. They don't have 4 of that guy because Hollywood Brown signed with the Eagles.
He did, didn't he? All right. So let's start making our way out of here. He is Jeremy Schroeder, ruler of the airways. I'm Chuck Ramsey, the Law Dog. This has been the Weekend Big Show. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And go back and watch our previous episodes as well, like last week's interview with Iowa Hawkeye Tate Sage. And then also you can find our interviews with Barry Trammell, Mike Steele, Bill Conley from ESPN, and several others. So be sure to check out our YouTube channel where those are preserved at Law Dog Sports on YouTube. Jeremy, hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, you too, bud.
Glad you get some time off to watch the Masters. That's what the plan is around here while I'm taping up boxes and packing up and get ready to make the move back to the Metro. Just so everyone knows, we will be on hiatus for at least 2 more weeks as this studio move goes down. So let's see, 2 weeks from today, Jeremy, would be May 1st. So we will plan a return on May 1st. Should be able to do a full draft recap, see how many Sooners and Cowboys got drafted throughout the process, and then also see who the programs that we have in the region ended up with, but it'll be a lot of fun. Jeremy, thank you so much for your time, buddy.
Oh, sure. Anytime, bud.
Yep. He's Jeremy Schroeder. I'm Chuck Ramsey, the Law Dog. Be safe out there. Don't text and drive, and sure don't drink and drive. And we'll talk to you on May the 1st. Thanks for tuning in.